Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I'm Jeff. Today is Saturday. It's probably about 80 degrees right now. And originally it called for rain, but now it's not going to rain. And it's not supposed to get, not even supposed to hit 90 today. So I might take advantage of the cloudiness and the little bit cooler temperatures to get some stuff done. And I've already, well, let's take a look at something interesting, at least to me. Number 2 laid an egg this morning. It's the one on the very right. And it's her typical size, small. And then somebody else laid an egg, a blue egg, and it's even smaller than number 2's. That's the smallest blue egg I have ever gotten. So I just found that interesting. And then 2 more blue eggs. So they were prolific already this morning. It's not even, 10 maybe. So yeah, already 4 eggs this morning, and it was good sign that number 2 laid an egg, although I don't know if she can help it or not. And she laid it in the cage. Well, let's walk over there. Good morning, Mary Tyler Moore. Did you lay the little blue egg? Was that you? I heard you squawking this morning. Or was that you, Private Benjamin? I don't know. Somebody laid a little blue egg. At least they laid an egg. I'll give them that. Big guy is over with Punky. Let's see. Betty White is back there. Looks like she's taking a dust bath in the sun. Sun just came out. Where's number 2? I was looking everywhere for number 2 earlier this morning. And I'm like, oh no, did she get out when I wasn't paying attention? So I went into the coop, and she was laying her egg in the cage. And is that her? Yeah, she's in the brush right now, next to Private Benjamin. And I think it is going very, very well. Number 2, Punky is still punky, but she's chilled out some. So that's good. Number 2, last night it was raining, so they were all in the coop, you know, when it started really raining at like 5, and they were still in there later at 7. And number 2 was in there, but she didn't roost up on the bars. She roosted in her cage last night, and I did not put the top in the cage. So yeah, and look at that mullein plant. I did not put the top on the cage, so I woke up at 5:30 this morning and came out and opened the door, so when they did wake up, number 2 could, you know, wouldn't be trapped in the coop. And that seemed to work like a charm. So I'm very happy. It looks like number 2 is starting to learn that at least she goes in there at night. She hasn't learned to go up on the roost yet. And I can't say as I blame her, because they're going to pick on her. That might take a while, but as long as she's going in the coop, and hey, if she wants to sleep in the cage for a while, I'll leave the cage in there, and it's fine with me. No issues with big guy yesterday. I might have just been paranoid. I haven't been around a rooster in 25 years or so yeah, they've got claws. I was telling my sister the other day, if the rooster comes after you, don't worry about him pecking you with his beak. Worry about the feet, not the head. And yeah, but no, he's been cool. And it's good to see that he's attentive to their cries. Yeah, big guy. And just don't be coming after me. Alright, enough of that. Hens are all doing well. Number 2 seems to be hanging out in the middle in the thick of things, and yeah, wonderful. And the daylilies are slowing down. Only 3 out front here today. Yep. And a few more buds coming. Should have a few more tomorrow. But they sure are nice. Alright, and this patch of daylilies was a few days behind the other patch when it started flowering. So now we've still got some flowers here. So it looks like I got 8 today. And there are more on the way. Not all that many though, but been a fun couple weeks here with the daylilies. Yeah, pretty nice daylilies. And now I'm looking at the canna lilies over there, and they are really starting to shoot up. I've done nothing with them. I weed eated around them a little bit when they were smaller, but that's been it. Those things just grow on their own, I guess. And then that one is a different variety, I think. Well, only one way to find out. We'll watch them bloom. Yay, canna lilies. My little orange cosmos basking in the sun this morning. These are cool little flowers. Can't wait until this entire bed is full of them. That's one thing I will probably do later this afternoon when that corner is in the shade, is I'll go ahead and finish planting the seeds. But the seedlings I did the other day they're starting to pop up pretty good. Rain helps everything. I am just convinced rain helps everything. My little walking path between the sunflowers and cosmos is disappearing. Oh, I try not to go through there unless I absolutely have to, so I don't disturb anything. But I got some more sunflower blooms. Let's look. That one looks a little bit deformed, but I think it's just opening up, so it'll get prettier, I hope. That looks like a different variety. It's got yellow, but then it's got some brown and orange towards the center. But that's a nice one. My first one is behind the leaves there. Then I got a little one popping up there. Yay. Another little one popping up there. Alright. Oh yeah, I have a great question. When did I start these sunflower seeds? Farmer G Homestead, he's in the Sweet Iris Farm Sunflower Challenge. I put a picture on Twitter and he asked me when they started. And then Start From Seed Homestead, he asked me how long it had been since I planted the seeds. So go check out their channels. I had to go back and look. I did a video on my seed starting on April 8th, but they had already been started and some of the sunflowers had sprouted. And it must have been between like April 1st and April 3rd. I remember the calendar was changing to April, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start some seeds. So that's when I started these, was right at the beginning of April. So these are just, 60, 65 days until first bloom. And that's a good sign. That means, I can plant more sunflowers right now, and 60 days from now is going to be, August. And so I can plant sunflowers. Although I think they grow faster in the cooler spring weather. It might take them longer to grow if you start them now, but only one way to find out. So I've got those mammoth Russian sunflowers that I started a week or so ago, and they'll have plenty of time. Well, like Start From Seed Homestead, he is up in Canada, and so he'll just be starting his now, and so don't be afraid if you don't get stuff in before June 1st. Don't be afraid to plant it. Depending on what type of plant it is and how many days to bloom it says on the packet and all that good stuff. And down here in Arkansas, our first frost is usually in November. The earliest it would be late October, but usually the first frost will be in November. So I've got a lot of time left. But it doesn't mean I should be slacking off. I need to start putting more seeds in the ground, and I'm gonna do that. I don't know what the deal is, but both Bob and Fifi have been sleeping inside during the day some. So, whatever. It is a little bit cooler in here in the mornings until the sun really heats this place up. Sleep well, Bob. A week or so ago, I planted 4 of those mammoth Russian sunflowers in the back, and they've all sprouted and are doing okay. Then I transplanted some zinnias, and I planted some zinnia seeds, the packet on the right down there, candy cane mix. And today I'm going in and filling some of the transplants didn't make it, some of the seeds didn't make it, so I'm transplanting more. So I am transplanting more, and I thought I had another packet of that candy cane mix, but I can't find them, or I don't have them. So I'm just going to do those giant Violent Queen zinnias instead. They may not go together very well, but I don't care. They might be getting cut right before they bloom anyway. So that's what I'm working on right now. Bob, you want to come help me plant zinnias? You do? Oh, you want to watch and make sure I'm doing it right? Oh, yeah, you don't want me to mess up any more of your hay beds, do you? Well, that's just too bad. There's 3 huge hay bales. You can go lie on one of those. You don't need these garden beds. Right, Bob? Right, Bob? Yeah. Yeah, Bob. Okay, I gotta get to work, Bob. Task accomplished. I filled in, there were 50 spots there for zinnias, and now there are 60 spots for zinnias. I added another row along the front because that's how far the cardboard goes. So I could probably actually fit a few more in there, but I'm standing on another future garden bed. So, all right, I'm gonna give it some water, or actually, I think I'm gonna plant some more elsewhere, and then I'll do all of the watering at once. Hi, Bob. You look surprised that I found you. That's a good spot. Not for long, though. And now I want to finish this Cosmos garden bed. These are all the same variety. The Bright Lights Cosmos from Livingston Seeds. And my friend Tom from Millikan University gave me like 5-6 packs of this stuff. So I've got this one I just opened, and I've got another whole full one. So yay. Alright, let's do that, and then, I'm going to before I start on that, give you an update on the chickens. I was just about to brag on you chickens all getting along tonight. Number 2, that's a big guy on the end, and number 2 was to the left of him at the very end. And everybody was up on the perch and quiet, and so I went about my business, and then I hear a commotion again. And somehow number 2 was down, and Punky was down, and Mary Tyler was down, and well, now I've just been watching the past half an hour, and they're just vicious at night. So number 2, just bless her heart, she tried and tried and tried to get up here on the roost, and they just kept picking on her. Well, Mary Tyler more, and Punky did. And so I put number 2 on the lower roost. And Mary Tyler Moore would jump down and pick on number 2 on the lower roost. Didn't you, Mary Tyler Moore? I don't get that. So number 2 finally gave up, and she is back in her cage. So, yeah. Whatever works for now. At least she's in the coop, surrounded by electric fence. Alright. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that's going to be it for the night. This actually is showing up pretty good on the screen. It's kind of dark out here. But I planted 30 more Cosmos. So in that Cosmos garden bed, I have 225 Cosmos. And then this week, I want to move back the carpet here and plant another row there. Probably another row of Cosmos. We shall see. Man, I love this time of night. I just love it. Alright everybody, take her easy. I mean you too, Fifi. Say goodnight.